We're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 9, covering the entire DMV. Trespassers vandalizing a Howard University building. Reaction from school officials and students around campus tonight. Plus, an arrest made. Police still looking for another suspect after an off-duty Prince George's County police officer and his family are carjacked. And shopping healthy. University of Maryland offering some free resources to help you cut back on those unhealthy eating habits while you save money. We're stretching your dollar.
And a cool and chilly but calm evening across the area. Will that continue into the last day of 2023? And what to expect for New Year's Eve. That forecast coming up as well.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Marielle Carbone in for Ben Dennis tonight. Well, an update in the carjacking of an off-duty Prince George's County police officer. Police arresting 19-year-old Anthony Stewart for that crime. He's charged with carjacking, robbery, and theft. It all happened on Thursday in Oxon Hill. Police say the off-duty officer and his family were sitting inside the family's car when two people approached the vehicle and forced them out. The off-duty officer discharged his department-issued duty weapon. No one was injured, but police are still looking for another suspect in the case. And D.C. police are investigating a deadly shooting in Northwest. Officials say a boy in his mid to late teens was dropped off at MedStar Washington Hospital early this morning after being shot. Now, he died from his injuries. Police are still trying to locate the crime scene. And happening now, there is still no word on what sparked a fire at a Silver Spring apartment building tonight. It is the same complex where a young woman died in another fire back in February. Our Dave Laval is on the scene at Arrive Apartment for us tonight. And Dave, what's the latest out there?
Well, good evening to you, Marielle. We can tell you that everyone is back in their homes, and the good news is Montgomery County Fire and Rescue report no injuries. A department spokesman told us the fire started on the 9th floor around 7 o'clock this evening inside an empty apartment under renovation from a previous fire. The fire is believed to have involved an HVAC wall unit. It did not spread to any other apartments. The 9th floor, you may recall, is where firefighters found the body of Melanie Diaz back in February. The 25-year-old and her two dogs died when another fire happened here. That one forced the evacuation of hundreds of apartments, as 89 of them were eventually condemned. But again, no injuries reported in tonight's fire here at the Arrive Apartments, as everyone is now back in their home. We're live in Silver Spring. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Glad to hear everyone is safe there. Thanks, Dave. Well, Howard University, it houses a lot of historical documents, and campus police are looking for those who vandalized some of them. A chain blocks the entrance to the school's former home at Mays Hall. That's on the East Campus. Security is also present to prevent trespassers. However, several people recorded themselves on social media recently as they broke into the closed building and went through stacks of its library still housed there. Now, they flipped through books and files and even set off a fire extinguisher. Administrators have condemned the vandalism, and so do former students such as Reverend Melich Thomas, who also blamed the university.
Howard University has an obligation to protect its archive, its library, these artifacts, these resources, and they've been sitting there now for almost 9 years. There was like a pit in my stomach.
Security has been increased at Mays Hall to prevent further problems. The university is also taking steps to protect the historical documents, but they did not say what those are. A heads up for Virginians, the new year will bring some big changes to several state laws. Starting Monday, insurance companies will have to cover the cost of hearing aids for children younger than 19 if a doctor recommends it. Now, one expert says hearing aids can lead to better language and social development for kids who need them, but parents sometimes put off getting them because of the cost.
We've seen some parents kind of wait because they're not able to afford something for their children, and they see their kids struggle through whether it's language development or if it's an older child through school, because it does affect academics.
According to Forbes, the average cost of a set of hearing aids is $4,000. And at the start of the new year, Frederick, Maryland will be rolling out a new plastic bag ban, banning single-use plastic bags. The change encourages shoppers to use reusable bags, with retailers providing paper or reusable bags for purchase. Now, other cities and counties in Maryland are still allowing stores to keep plastic bags, but charge a fee for them.
It's not going to hurt us to bring a bag with us, right? You carry bags. Most women carry a purse. A brother grab a bag. So I think it's a great thing.
I love plastic bags. I have lots of uses for them, and so I'm not too happy about it.
The ban applies to more than just grocery stores, including restaurants, pharmacies, liquor stores, and convenience stores. Also going into effect in the new year, Maryland's minimum wage will increase to $15 an hour, with 163,000 workers seeing an immediate raise in their pay.
The first time since Montgomery County led the way in raising pay minimums, the state of Maryland has raised pay level to the point that we're following their lead come January 1st. A statewide $15 minimum wage is an important milestone, but not nearly all that's needed to bring equity to our region's workforce.
Sure, a lot of people happy about that. Montgomery County Executive Mark Elrich also says the wage problem goes hand in hand with the housing crisis across the state. Well, meteorologist Scott Sumner now joining us. And Scott, a lot of people looking forward to those new changes in the new year. Maybe some nice new weather in the new year. What can we expect?
Well, not much of a change in the new year regarding the temps here, Marielle, because we are going to see fairly uniform numbers across the week. You'll see that. There will be a cool down, don't get me wrong, but it will still be, at least in the district, into the 40s, I believe. Our satellite radar shows quite nicely that they have some clouds, but we also have some clearing taking shape across the region over the last 3 hours. And road conditions, well, there's still a little bit wet out towards Garrett County, as there's still a little bit of snow in some of the higher elevations, snow flurries anyway, and a little bit of lighter rain, a little lower in elevation. Now, we're going to be seeing those snow showers and rain showers end at Garrett County over the next couple of hours, probably most likely before the midnight hour. And then we'll have a bit of a dry spell until this front moves on in, and that could bring a little bit more wet weather, especially tomorrow night going into the first day of 2024 for Garrett County. So planning your evening, you see the numbers here, into the 40s and 30s. It feels like it'll be in the 30s tomorrow as well. We'll talk about that too.
All right, thanks, Scott. Well, the countdown to the new year is on, and area officials are encouraging everyone who plans to celebrate to plan ahead. And that means making sure you have a sober ride home for New Year's Eve. Now, to do that, up to 2,000 people in the greater D.C. area will be able to get a free ride home thanks to the Washington Regional Alcohol Program. Our Daniel Hamburg breaks down how it works.
Some have already plotted their New Year's plans, while others are still figuring it out.
Trying to find a bar to go out to somewhere in the area, or maybe a house party, not sure yet.
Wherever you end up, the Washington Regional Alcohol Program wants to make sure you get home safely.
Every single alcohol-related traffic incident is 100% preventable.
RAP President Kurt Erickson says that's why, like other major holidays, they're providing Lyft codes for up to $15 off on New Year's Eve.
Last New Year's Eve, we had nearly 1,000 people utilize this local and life-saving program rather than possibly driving home impaired.
$15 off sounds like a good deal. So if it's free, then looking for money anywhere you can get these days. It's a holiday season.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says 40% of all traffic deaths on New Year's involve drunk drivers.
Even if it's your first offense, you're looking at fines of up to $2,500, up to a year in jail, and having your license taken away for a year.
Many partygoers know the consequences.
I don't drink when I drive.
And Erickson says planning ahead can save your life and others.
Whether that's designating a sober driver, using Metro, using taxi cabs, using rideshare, spending the night somewhere, but doing whatever it takes to prevent you from getting behind the wheel of a car if you've been drinking.
Some good information there from our Daniel Hamburg. Now, as a reminder, the Sober Code, it'll be posted at 9 p.m. on Sunday at soberride.com. And after you enter it into your Lyft app, it's good from 10 p.m. on New Year's Eve through 4 a.m. on New Year's Day. In Frederick County, a nonprofit also pushing people to include a safe ride home as part of their New Year's Eve plans. DC News Now's Michaela Newton tells us about how the organization is helping do that.
If you're ringing in the new year with a few or more cocktails this weekend, there's options to get around safely in Frederick County. The Safe Ride Foundation started the SOS Safe Ride program, and it offers free rides for people for New Year's Eve.
There's a lot of people out here, a lot of kids out here still that play late at night, and it's not safe for anyone that could be on the road, whether there's relatives leaving town from Christmas and they just get on the wrong side of the road, you know. They just so happen to run into the one drunk driver they shouldn't have ran into.
The program is ran by volunteers, and if you need a ride after having too much to drink, you can either call or use their app, and someone will come get you. According to DoSomething.org, every 51 minutes, someone in America is killed in a drunk driving crash.
I've never had a DUI or had a friend that passed away in a tragic accident. Very luckily, don't have that story. But here in Frederick County, you know, this area has always meant so much to me. So, you know, making sure that we have a program that can, you know, keep drunk drivers off the road is obviously really important.
The program serves all of Frederick County and is currently looking for more volunteers. The organization normally receives an average of about 50 calls on New Year's Eve. On an average night, they receive about 10 calls.
It's like any other bar. We have the ones who can handle their stuff. We have the ones who can't. You have the obvious people who obviously have had a little too much. New Year's is a big day for that kind of thing. It just means we have to keep an extra eye out to make sure that everybody's safe and gets home. Next year, their goal is to prevent 5,000 more DUIs. Reporting in Frederick County, Maryland, Michaela Newton, DC News Now.
And a heads up, Metro will be running longer on New Year's Eve. All trains will run until 2 in the morning. And with the Red Line construction done early, a reminder that stations between DuPont and Gallery Place are now back to normal.